Welcome to both of my channels. Um, if you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Welcome to the Chariots of Fire. Welcome to welcome to both of my channels. Both World of Our Own and the Chariots of Fire. I'm very happy to be here. I was just having my late lunch, and I decided to welcome. For those who are asking me where I was on Saturday and Sunday, the problem with my channels. So don't worry, we've resolved that problem, and I'm back. And I'm very happy to say that I'm back in business. We're back in business. Yeah. So if you're new to this channel, feel free to be part and parcel of our streams. I'm very happy to be here. So let me just finish up. Any questions up to there? Feel free to be part and parcel of our streams. The World Cup has just began, and the first African country to actually win. That is. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. Very happy to be here. We are streaming. We are back in business. Those who are asking me where I was, we are back. So don't worry. We're still streaming. And I hope you're enjoying our streams. We are both live, both of our channels. World of Our Own is live, and Chariots of Fire is live. And I'm very happy to say that I'm very happy to be here. If you're new to this channel, it is 15th of June 2026. So subscribe and comment. Did you subscribe? Subscribe to our channels and tell me where you're watching me from. I'm very happy to be here. It's Monday, 15th of June 2026. Do you enjoy our channels? I'm happy to be back. There was just a small hitch in our streams, but we're back, and I'm happy to be back. They said, and so this evening, I will try to answer a question that I saw somebody post in a video. And why is it that we cannot sustain, what we have? Why is it that we cannot sustain our success as young people of this country, as young people of Kenya? What is the problem that is affecting young people? Of course, my business is with young people because I'm also a young man, and I would want to address that issue today. If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment. If you're new to this channel, feel free to be part and parcel of our streams. I'm your host, Raymond Mutuku, and welcome to the World of Our Own in Camera 1. Welcome to the Chariots of Fire in Camera 2. I'm very happy to be here. So this evening, we'll be asking that question. Somebody was asking that question. Why is it that as young people, as young entrepreneurs, maybe as young people who are interested in business, why is it that we cannot sustain our success? What is eating, the young people of this country? And of course, I'm interested to know, because I'm an interested party. It also included in that question. What is it? What is it that is eating Kenyans? Why is it that when young people start a business, they don't last in the market? What is the problem? And of course, it's not a question. That is a question that most people want to know. What is it? What is it with what is it with Kenyans? Or maybe is it an African problem, or is it a global problem? What is it that is hindering, the young people, or the young men of this generation and the young women of this generation? Because unless we understand the root of the problem, we can never know the solution. Unless we have understood the root of the problem, we will never understand the solution. So this week, at least I'll be trying my best to understand what is it with us, what is it with young men that we cannot achieve. Not only attaining success is one thing, but maintaining, sustaining it is another thing. It's like getting money. Having money is one thing, but keeping the money. Welcome. Having money is one thing. Anyone can have money, but keeping the money is another story altogether. Because I can give you $1 million, but by tomorrow you don't have that million. That million has not really been of use to you, right? So having the money is not the problem, but keeping it, that is the problem. So that is the word we'll be talking this wonderful evening. It is 5. I can see somebody called Abu Haytham. Wow, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Chariots of Fire. Did you subscribe? Kindly do subscribe. I want us to grow our channels, and kindly subscribe to this channel. I want us to grow. Yes, please. Thank you. I want you to subscribe to the channel. I also want you guys to support this channel by subscribing. Press the subscribe button and let us grow together. All right. So, what is it with African men, or what is it with African women? And that is something that I would really want to know. Why is it that when you give a man money, unasema ukipatia mwanaume pesa unatapika, ukipatia mwanamke pesa mnapika, ukipatia mwanaume pesa mnatapika? Sasa that is a Kiswahili saying. Ukipatia mwanaume pesa mnatapika, mkipatia mwanamke pesa mnapika, mkipatia mwanaume pesa mnatapika. What is the problem? Why is it that when men get money, mostly in Africa, it is not a blessing, but people start crying, saying oh, so and so has gotten money now, it's now over. I think one of the things is that as African, or there's also that African way of thinking, like when you give a man money today, when you give a man money today, he appears. There's a story of a man who wants, it's the same thing, like the prodigal son, the story of the prodigal son. Like when you give an African man money, they disappear. They will only return when the money is over. They only come back when they can no longer hide their problem. They come back when they are sick. Why is it? What is eating African men? That is the question that we need to understand. It's like, if you give a man money today, an African man money today, tomorrow they are broke. They're back to square one. Is it a curse? Those are the questions that we want to answer. We want to zoom into that question and try to answer that question, because unless you answer that question, you will never know. And it's not a question of education. It's not a question. I used to say that, it's because these people who are less educated, when they get money, that's when they go for, they start having fun, they start splashing the money everywhere. Then I came to realize that actually even educated people, once they get money, they actually become a mess. So you become an educated mess. All right. So don't assume that this is a problem that is affecting people because of lack of education. Lack of education is out of is out of the the thing. And ladies and gentlemen, also, if you're new to this channel, kindly go to I'm forming my third channel called Raymond Mutuku Skyfall. I have now 3 channels that I want you guys to help me to build. I want 50 subscribers. So kindly, you can also search, my channel, Raymond Mutuku Skyfall. That will be the account of next year. I'm also thinking about having a new channel for next year, and I hope we'll be triple streaming. Wow, I think that is a way of looking at it. Anyway, any questions up to there? If you're new to this channel, subscribe and comment and tell me where you're watching me from. So whenever a resource is found in Africa, whenever a new resource has been found in Africa, it becomes not a blessing, but some people say it becomes a curse. Like, for example, if now we go and ask people from Taita Taveta, all right? They discovered gemstones in Taita Taveta. And you go and ask them, okay, how many years has mining, has it, in here in Taita Taveta, how many years have you been mining gemstones, those kinds of red garnet? How many years? They will tell you many years. And what happened to the young men of this generation? What happened to them when they found those gemstones here? They start saying, oh, that is when they started, they all went to Mombasa, and the village became deserted. All right. And I don't know whether we are together. And that is something that nobody ever talks about. That whenever a resource is found, mostly in Africa, whenever a resource has been discovered, it is not a blessing, it turns into something else. Are we together? If you ask people, if for example, if we find gold in a particular place, the young men of that place, something happens to them, and it's unfortunate. That's why when you go to a place, when there's a resource found, then it means that the children of that area will not go to school. That is why when you go to Meru, people don't go to school, because, hey, we have miraa trees here. They're everywhere. Why should I go to school while there's a resource here? So that is the question that I want to be asking my dear brothers and sisters. Why is it when there's a resource found in Africa, that all area, instead of developing it, instead of developing, it becomes, instead of developing, just give me a minute. I'll be back in our live session. Any questions up to there? Yes, we are live, and